What's up everybody, Aditya Mahajan here and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. In today's video, we'll be solving another lead code problem number 938, also called as range sum binary search tree. It has also been asked in day 14 of December lead code challenge, so let's get started. Given the root node of binary search tree and two integers low and high, return the sum of values of all nodes with a value in the inclusive range of low and high. Now let us try to understand this problem with the help of examples that they have given, because the problem is pretty simple. We are given a binary search tree and we need to return the sum of all nodes which have value from 7 till 15 including both of these ranges. Okay. As in our first example, the nodes that all satisfy this condition is this one, that is 10, then we have 15, and then we have 7, because 5 and 3 are less than 7 and 18 is greater than 15. So these are the only three nodes. So we return the sum of them, that is 32. Similarly, in our second example, we are given low and high to be 6 and 10. So the values that are to be considered is 6, 7 and 10. Okay, so these are the only three values and the sum we return to be 23. Now let us try to understand how we can approach the solution of the problem. We can solve this problem very easily with the help of simple traversal. Now, what we wanted to achieve is that we need to find all the nodes having values between 6 and 10, including them. So what we could do is we could just traverse all the nodes of tree in any order, pre-order, post-order, or in-order traversal, and then check for every node if it lies between them, and then add it to our sum variable. Okay, but the problem with this is that we would be unnecessarily traveling all the nodes. So what we can do to optimize this approach is that we could look at the inputs that we are given, and we are given a special kind of tree, and that is a binary search tree. Now in binary search tree, the property is that for any particular node, its left children are always less than the parent node, and its right children are always greater than its parent node value. Okay, so this property can be used to apply some checks so that we could remove some redundant or unnecessary validations that we are doing for some of the nodes. Okay, so for example, in this example itself, if we are at this particular node, then we are already at a value high, that is 10. And as we already know, all the right side children would be definitely greater than 10. So it does not make any sense to traverse this part of subtree, because it would definitely be greater than 10 and would not be considered into our final output. So we could just ignore that. Okay, so let us try to understand how we can apply it in the code. Now let us try to start building the solution. Now what we initially have is we started with a simple traversal. So that is what I've taken up with. This is a simple in order traversal. Now what I personally like is, for recursive problems, I like to have a shell function which would do a particular task for me. So for our case, the in order function would be a shell function which would give us the sum. That is what we require for sum of all the values having from low to high. Okay. So these are some of the parameters that were given, and I'm creating a sum variable which has initially value 0, and we will keep on adding to it if it lies between the range. And finally, after the in order traversal, when it does all the manipulations, I'll just return the sum. So now the in order function is just a simple traversal. What it is doing is, this is the base condition. Whenever we have root to be null, we are just returning, and then we have left traversal, right traversal, and then we are just printing the every root node's value. Okay, so to start with is that we will get the solution without any optimization. That is, we are just checking for every node's root value if it lies within the range. Okay, so I've just added this particular line for now. That is, we are checking if root's value is greater than or equal to low, and root value is less than or equal to high. This means that the low and high conditions are satisfied, and this is the solution. Now you can use this, but this is not a completely optimized solution. What we talked of optimization is that with the help of binary search tree properties, we can use some validations to remove some redundant or unnecessary checks. Okay, so that after this, what we'll be doing is, we'll just be adding two more checks. That is this check, line number 19 and line number 15. That is, if our roots value is what we say less than the low value that is given, then there is no point in traversing the left side. Okay, because as we discussed, similarly in the right side, if our low value is greater than the high value, sorry, if our roots value is greater than the high value, in that case there is no point in traversing the right subtree completely. So that is what we are doing. We are just this is the base case, very similar to traversal. Then we have added this for binary search tree optimization and these two conditions, and then we are finally checking if our root value lies in the range, and that's it. And this will return our solution, and we'll get the sum. Now, if you have understood the first approach that we discussed, that is the recursive one, this iterative approach is pretty simple, very similar to the first approach that we discussed. It's just that we use recursion for the recursive calling, and the recursive stack did the work for us. But for now, in iterative, we need to do that function ourselves. Okay. So we can do the simple traversal with the help of a breadth first search or a depth first search. For now, we will stick with a breadth first search, and we'll see an implementation with the queue. Okay. Now, the queue implementation would be very similar. We would be just be traversing. So that would give us the simple traversal approach. But for the optimization, we just need to add the two checks for with the binary search property. And that's it. That's the solution. Now let us look at code, how we can implement it. So this is the solution for the iterative approach that we just talked about, and we'll be implementing it with the help of queue, that is breadth first search. Okay. So initially we are creating a sum variable, which would be our final answer. That is, we would keep on adding if we have found a valid node, and we'll keep on adding its value to the sum. Now this is just a corner check. That is, if our tree is null, we just return the sum, because initially our sum is 0, and if tree is null, then we do not have to enter any node. Now after that, this is a pretty standard breadth first search implementation. So what we are doing is we are just taking a queue of type tree node pointer, and we are just pushing the root to it. Okay. And after that, what we'll do is we'll just keep on iterating while our queue is empty. Okay. So once the queue is empty, we'll just exit out of the loop. Now what we are going to do is we are just taking the top element of the queue. At first, we'll just have the root node. Okay, so we are just taking the top element. We are performing the validation check, that is if that node's value lies between low and high. So that is what we are doing. That is the current node that we just took. It's if its value is greater than low and its value is less than or equal to high. That means our node is valid and we need to add it to the sum. Okay, so once we add it to the sum, we just need to take care of the left side subtree and the right side subtree. Now, while going into left side subtree and right side subtree, as we talked of optimization, we go to left side or right side only if it is worth it. That is, if our what we say current value is less than low, then there is no point in going the left side. And similarly, if our current value is greater than high, then there is no point in going to the right side. So that is what we are doing. These are just initial check, that if current left is null, if it's null, then that it is, we are at the leaf node. Basically, these two conditions, whenever we are checking null, this means that we are at the leaf node. And these are for the optimizations that we discussed. Okay. So if it is point in going into that subtree, we are just pushing that particular sub pointer to our queue, and then we are just iterating till our queue is empty. And once we exit out of the loop, we have our answer in our sum variable, so we'll just return that sum. Okay, so now let's quickly try to run our code and see if that works. And it's working. Let's just quickly submit it. And we are getting 128 millisecond faster than 43%. Okay, so this was the same solution that I had got greater than 82% time. It sometimes causes due to the test cases that we have taken. So yeah, now I've got faster than 72%. Okay, so that's all for this video, guys. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you did not understand any particular thing, comment below. I'll try to respond as fast as possible. If you need more such LeetCode content, join the Discord server, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.